Hello, I'm Sylvia, the founder of PropTech Bulgaria and CSEE PropTech. We regularly report in our CSE news, as you know, on key construction real estate trends in 10 Central and South European countries, among which Bulgaria, Serbia, Slovakia, Czechia, Romania, Poland, Slovenia, Greece, Hungary, all countries that our region is comprised of. Today you are with our key figures in 2023 for Hungary, and this is our episode released now with our SE news in February 2024. So we start with the construction output figures for Hungary. Looking at the last 4 quarters, the largest number of projects was related to the northern Great Plains region, the share which in the national activity start was 30% after a slight decrease. Budapest came second, where 26% of construction work started, so it grew a little bit. And Pest County came first with 12% share. South Transdanubia had the smallest share in the value of started construction works, only 4% in the national value in the last 4 quarters. Overall, the biggest part of the national activity start was still connected to Eastern Hungary, close to 45%, less than 48% was the share of Central Hungary, and the share of Western Hungary was below 70.5%. Countrywide, Q3 2023 saw the value of started construction works in Hungary slightly drop over the first half of 2023, that is Q1 and Q2. Between July and September, the activity start indicator of EBI construction activity report accounted for a little less than 600 billion Hungarian forints. This also means that the first 9 months of this year, 2023, were quite modest. Activity start did not reach more than 2,000 billion Hungarian forints and fell short of the value of the first 9 months of both 2022 and 2021. The difference compared to 2021 was 11%, while compared to 2022 there was a 35% decline. The decrease at constant prices was even greater in the first 3 quarters of 2023 compared to the first 9 months of 2021. It was 40% lower, while compared to the first 9 months of 2022, nearly 46% lower value of construction was started between January and September 2023. As you can see on the figure next to me, in case of multi-unit housing construction works, the value of construction starts in Q3 was roughly at the level of Q2, but more modest than in previous years. In case of non-residential construction works, there was a minimal increase in Q3 compared to Q2, but the first 9 months still saw lower activity start than when compared to 2021 and 2022. The largest building construction projects launched in Q3 2023 included several offices such as Buda Park, Corso, Central and Harbour offices buildings, Zuglu City Center offices 5 and 6, the reconstructions of the Ministry of Agriculture and the Palace of Justice, but also phases 1 to 4 of the buildings A and B of the Technical Faculty of the University of Debrecen, and phase 1 of the renovation of the Hungarian Academy of Sciences MTA headquarters and library. Several industrial and warehouse projects entered construction. AN1 Logistics Hall of Hello Parks in also Nemedi, and Production and Storage Hall of Layer phase 2 of the half shaft and carbon shaft manufacturing plant of JKN Automotive, phases 1 of Horvath Rudolf Transport Logistics Center, and Velux GP4's Industrial Hall. In recent years, numerous Hungarian companies have acquired interests in the Polish real estate market, which is an interesting trend to be underlined. Such companies Indoctech, Futureal, Adventum, GTC and B+N Referency, among others. Related to the office asset class, we can state for Hungary that the total modern office stock currently adds up to 4,301,460 square meters, consisting of close to 3.5 million square meters of A and B category speculative office space, as well as close to 800,000 square meters of owner-occupied space. Excluding intergroup sales and purchases, the Hungarian investment market registered a turnover of 0.9 billion euro in 2022. Almost 3/4 of the annual transaction volume was linked to domestic investors. The office vacancy rate increased to 12.2%, representing a 0.9 points increase quarter-on-quarter and a 2.4 point increase year-on-year. The lowest vacancy was registered in Buda with a vacancy rate of 3.7%, whereas the highest vacancy rate remained in the periphery sub-market, 36%. Total demand reached 76,660 square meters in Q1 2023, which is 24% lower than the value registered in the previous quarter, that is Q4 2022. Compared to the same period in 2022, it represents a 5% decrease. No significant volume of new office projects was launched in the second half of 2022, but thanks to the strong demand, a large number of developments commenced in the industrial and logistics market, despite the low ratio of pre-lease agreements. And we move on naturally to industrial and logistics asset class. In Q1 2023, the Greater Budapest speculative stock increased by 5 buildings, totaling 111,330 square meters, while in regional Hungary, 4 new buildings were handed over, totaling 45,835 square meters. As a result, the vacancy rate has risen sharply from 3.8 to 5.9%. Budapest Research Forum reports. The largest new delivery was Hello Park's Maglot with over 46,000 square meters of space, while the largest new delivery in regional Hungary was in Miskolc, adding a new scheme of 20,000 square meters to the regional stock. The total modern industrial stock in Hungary was 4,728,835 square meters at the end of Q1 2023. The stock in Greater Budapest reached over 3 million square meters, while a further additional 1,489,000 square meters of industrial space is located in regional Hungary. At the end of the quarter, total of 180,000 square meters of logistics space was vacant in Greater Budapest. Vacant areas outside Budapest reached close to 95,000 square meters, corresponding to a vacancy rate of 6.4%. On the national level, the vacancy rate stands at 6%. Renewals accounted for 45% of gross take-up, which was followed by expansions with a share of 22%. Pre-leases accounted for 70% of gross take-up, while new leases accounted for 16%. More and more Chinese manufacturers are setting up factories in Hungary. In addition to the German car factories that had previously settled in Hungary, Chinese manufacturers in the car industry have started to establish a presence in the country. These predominantly state-owned companies play a predominant role, particularly in the production and distribution of electric cars and car parts. BYD, the company with the second largest sales of electric vehicles globally after Tesla, is among them. It's noteworthy that the Chinese manufacturers setting in Hungary don't aim to assemble cars, but plan to manufacture the batteries used in the vehicles. There is still a healthy pipeline at the industrial sector. After the handover of 330,000 square meters in Greater Budapest in 2023, a similar scenario is expected in the following year, that is current year 2024. The largest potential new handover in 2024 associated with City Park Sziget, and amounts to 180,000 square meters. The largest new delivery in the Budapest area was Hello Park's Pati PT1 with 57,760 square meters of space, while the largest new delivery in regional Hungary was in Győr by VG Park, adding 48,000 square meters to the regional stock. In regional Hungary, the largest deal was a pre-lease agreement of 19,000 square meters at VGP Park Győr, while in Greater Budapest, the largest lease agreement was a lease renewal of 15,510 square meters at City Park Budapest ULL7. The majority of leases continued to be concluded in big box logistics parks, while in city logistics parks, 9 agreements have been registered with an average size of 2,580 square meters. If you would like to get the full information with all construction real estate figures in all asset classes in Hungary, reach out to the newest report on Bulgaria and CSEE PropTech mapping report. We have registered all trends and all figures for all C6 countries: Bulgaria, Czech Republic, Hungary, Poland, Romania and Slovakia. You can go to the report landing page via scanning the QR code that you see on screen, or by following the link in the first comments below. Check out also our SE News, February 2024 SE News on the other C countries. See you next. Bye.